this just a bad game at a bad time for you guys?
I would say there were some good things and some things not as good, and they punched us in the face early, and it was hard for us to play from behind, the whole game.
Rudy, this is probably the best defense you guys have faced in some time. Does it take a while, I guess, maybe to adjust to their physicality, attention to detail, and realizing maybe the extra efforts that will be required to get the good looks you want?
For sure, I think it was a mix of that and a mix of us maybe needed to, get ready to play a high-intensity game. I think we subconsciously and consciously, not playing for 6 days, I think even though we practice, I think we weren't ready for that kind of intensity.
How much attention to detail do they require to go up against both ends? Obviously, they run so many different actions offensively and then even defensively. They're always kind of making that extra effort, so you do have to make that 1 or 2 extra plays.
I think they push you to mentally work, and if you're not mentally ready, they take advantage of that, and it's by running the actions with a lot of pace and a lot of purpose, and that's the thing. Like, it requires us to be more locked in, and sometimes we get a little too excited. Sometimes we don't stay solid, and against that team, you pretty much have to force them to make the mistakes, and by being solid and consistent on taking away the things we want to take away.
It seemed like you guys' best basketball tonight came at the start of the fourth. What did you like about that stretch? What did you think you guys can build off?
I mean, I like that we just play hard and play together. The two things. We competed defensively. I thought we executed also. We did a good job doing things that we're supposed to do on the game plan, and then offensively just drive, kick, pick and roll, finding the open man, attacking the rim, and then that opens up everything else. That opens up offensive rebounds and opportunities to get to the line too.
Outside the obvious of Steph just not being out there, did you see any change in their approach after he went out for the rest of the game?
I didn't see any change in their approach. I thought they were playing, obviously Steph is Steph, right? But they were playing like their life depended on it since the beginning of the game, and I didn't feel that for us early on. And then obviously we got a little down, we got a little behind, and we picked it up.
Rudy, they had a lot of offensive rebounds. It seemed like a lot of them came on their heavy ball movement possessions. Yeah. What's the key to defensive rebounding against an offense that's moving it like that?
I think it starts defensively. It starts on us for us to be a little more solid, a little more locked in, a little more aware of what's going on, and then it's about just being sharp. I thought we were a step behind on a lot of these loose balls and offensive rebounds, even though we know that those guys, we know Peyton, Jimmy, 2 guys that are going to go after every loose ball, and we were a little step behind on those, and I think we got better throughout the game.
You said it a couple days ago, you felt that this team sometimes kind of takes its foot off the gas when it's getting praise. Was this maybe an example of a habit you were hoping to break?
For sure. I think, once again, it was a little bit of us not having played much last 6 days, and also a mix of, subconsciously, I think we think it's going to be. We respect these guys, but I think subconsciously there's something where maybe you get a little comfortable, and it's not supposed to get easier. It's getting harder, so we gotta have that mindset.
Rudy, you had, I think, 5 boards in the first 5 minutes, and did you see them change anything to try and address that a little bit more as the game went on, or how?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I thought they were probably a little more aggressive. I was about to draw some fouls. I thought they just said it's foul and make sure he doesn't get it. But after that I didn't. Until the fourth, I didn't play much in the third. And until the fourth, second quarter, I didn't have as many opportunities.
You talked about
subconsciousness. Is tonight enough to fight that off in the performance, especially to step out?
Sure.
How do
I
you
mean,
how do you
we
battle
want to
against
win. We want to win, and we respect these guys. You know, it's not like we don't respect these guys. It's about us being focused on the right thing, and when we do that, you know, and offensively we just make the right play and play for one another, and play with pace and purpose.